right, so obviously it's a big change from going from high school basketball to college, and for the whole summer we've been working hard, and we've been getting a lot better, and everything's going good so far.
It's a big change from high school to college because the work ethic is different, the competition of the game is better, everybody's a lot stronger, faster, quicker, everything.
I think the transition's been pretty good. The workouts, you have to come mentally prepared and just be ready to bring your best.
Just for any of you guys, where do you feel like you've come along the most since you came back in June?
I feel like I came along the most along again, just being more of an all-around player, becoming stronger and more athletic.
I would say that I got a lot stronger, quicker. I can see the improvements on the game, and that's it.
I would have to agree with them. Being in the weight room all the time and gaining a lot of pounds. So all of us have gained a lot of weight since we've been here. So that's probably the main thing.
Is there one unique part of the transition for an injury or all three of you that you didn't expect or kind of just surprised you the last couple of months moving from high school to college?
The conditioning.
I agree.
Why not?
You find out you're not in shape like you thought you was.
Yeah, it's been pretty tough. Like I said, you have to get your mind right for every workout. You can't come in and just feel like you're just going to get by. You have to really push yourself.
Luke, is there something that you would really wanted to develop this off season going into your college career, or is it just you're just trying to take everything in right off the bat?
As of now, just taking everything in. I found out that there's so much that we haven't learned. Like that you thought you knew in high school, but it's just totally different at the college level. So just getting your all-around game better is what I'm focusing on right now.
Luke, I understand you were dealing with at least a little bit of an injury issue. Just what was that, and what did you have to work through, and how have you just kind of recovered from that?
It was nothing big, just tweaked something, and it got through it fine, and now we're back to 100%.
Just for any of you guys again, has there been any moment in workouts or going against some of the other guys for each of you where it's been like a welcome to college moment, like what you could get away with in high school you're not going to get away with here?
Every workout.
Definitely every workout.
I got nothing.
Devin, and asking Collin this, I guess, when he gets up there too, but just kind of being the two guys in state, do you feel like you need to explain anything to these guys about the program, kind of where it sits sort of in the culture of the state, or do you think that they've kind of embraced it pretty quick?
They've embraced it. I mean, you see it everywhere there how big of a tradition Indiana has. So, I mean, all the guys from out of town embrace it pretty well.
For each of you guys, is there a veteran that you have leaned on since you've come in here just to kind of basically be taken under their wing and just figure out how college is supposed to work for you?
I think two guys come to my mind right away. Austin Etherington and Johnny Marlin have both helped me out a lot. When I came in, they taught me the ropes and they helped me out, helped me throughout all those stuff. So those are the two guys I think of right away.
For me, it'll be Will Sheehy and Jeremy Hollowell. They took me under their wing, had me get extra shots in with them, and put in extra work and just get me right.
For me, it'll probably be Yogi Farrell, because, I mean, he just told me you have to come in there every workout and be ready to go and just do your best.
Is that something that just kind of came about organically, or did the coaching staff say, hey, why don't you go hang with him? Are veterans assigned, basically, to work with some guys?
No, they're not assigned with anyone. It's kind of just, how things happen.
The work ethic with over the past couple of years, especially with Victor or Will, has that translated to you guys? Are you guys maybe putting in a lot more hours on your own than you ever have before? Do you join them in their workouts? How has that gone for any of you guys?
Yeah, I think after hearing everything about those guys with how great their work ethic was, it was passed down. And all of us are expected to do that stuff now.
The coaching staff, they they preach to us all the time about our work ethic and how we need to get in the gym and just try to get better.
When you hear about the great people who've been through here, and like you see how that work ethic helped them, I mean, you just want to do it yourself and be in their position too, so one day you can follow up in their footsteps.
I mean, you could go and put up shots, do a little bit of conditioning, ball handling, just anything to improve your game.
You can spend extra time in the weight room, get extra shots up, stuff on the dribble, just owning your skills, little fundamental stuff and all that too.
Yeah, those guys got it.
Does it, and I don't know if it's something you guys talk about or anything, but does it occur to you how young this team is? I guess it's 6 freshmen, 4 sophomores. I mean, is that maybe going to kind of be part of the identity of this team this year, do you think?
Yeah, I think it will.
We'll be seen as young, but we're still pretty talented this year.
Yeah, I think that, for as young as we are, we're going to be a pretty good team.
I think you guys were here in late June. Did you get together to watch the NBA draft and just talk about how that first hour with 2 guys going from Indiana right away and what that meant to you?
Yeah, we watched the NBA draft together as a team in the locker room, man. And when we all saw the faces on Victor and Cody's faces, we just realized how much hard work they put in to get the dream.
To me, it was like them 2 going in the first 5 picks. It's like it's just more pressure on us for this year because now people gonna be having more eyes on us and paying more attention to us now. So just got to ball out.
I think it showed all of us what hard work and dedication to this team and to the sport can happen. So,
Troy, what's impressed you the most about Devin and Luke this summer? Each of those guys.
First of all, he got stronger. They both got stronger, but his athleticism picked up. His skills down in the post have picked up some. So it is great how much improvement them 2 have been making.
For all 3 of you, as you watched this team play last season, just kind of what were the thoughts going through your mind on their performance and then just the excitement knowing that you were coming here?
It got me real excited, watching them throughout the whole season and, knowing that in the short amount of time that I can say that I'll be playing, on that court or with those guys. So,
yeah, same for me.
Ditto.
Troy, just what did the coaches ask for you specifically? I mean, what do they want you to develop in your game, and what have they sort of really, push you on just in terms of skill development in the summer?
Really, they just want me to get my skill set even better, be a more fundamental player, not depend on so much as athleticism and all, just get a better skill set. So now I can make easier plays on the court, play smarter on the court, and the game will come a lot easier.
Is it important for them that you handle the ball more, I guess, that you play more of a, pure backcourt role, stuff like that, I guess, be more of a playmaker that way?
Yeah, somewhat, everybody, well, then again, with Coach Green, everybody in the practices and workouts always handle the ball. It doesn't matter you're a big man or a guard. You're always going to have the ball in your hand. You're going to do some type of drill or something because you never know when you're going to be put in that situation. So, yeah, I would say so.
Kind of, I guess, piggybacking off of that, and I know that the summer was a little bit, guys were in and out with different commitments and things, but do each of you feel like maybe you have at least some kind of idea of what role you can fill for this team this year based on what you were able to do kind of in team settings in the summer?
For me, I really don't know anything yet.
I think it's like as the practices and workouts keep going on and as the months go past that all 6 of us will start to realize our roles.
Can I hear the question again?
I mean, do you feel like you're kind of developing a feel for what kind of role you can fill for this team this season?
From last year's team, we lost a lot of leaders on the court and leaders on and off the court. Now we have down to 2, which is Yogi and Will. So really, we just all just trying to, the whole team together, just trying to be one leader and think at the same mindset. So I guess we're just trying to replace that.
What was that period when Will and Yogi were gone, basically, when they were out in Russia and doing the World University Games thing? What was it like in here, basically, especially for you young guys, where there wasn't sort of that maybe captain presence and it was pretty much everybody was pretty young?
A lot of other guys stepped up. First one that comes to my mind is Austin. He took over kind of like our workouts and our warm-ups and stuff and led the way as the replacement captain, I guess you could say.
Yeah, the seniority of the other players, walk-ons or non-walk-ons, started to take over.
Ditto.
Well, the transition from high school to college is obviously a big jump. A lot of hard work. You kind of find out what kind of person you are and how much you can get out of yourself. So you just got to come in and work hard and know that it's going to be hard every day, and you just got to get your mindset right.
It's been a big transition from high school to college basketball. I came up here in May. I didn't know what to expect. You just have to get mentally tough and ready for the workouts, and you get through.
Transition from high school to college, it was tough. Like the first couple weeks, you just didn't know what to expect. You didn't know what you were going into. Lifting heavier weights, more coaching, coming from more than one coach, and it was real tough. It's a mind thing, and Coach Crane and Coach Jackson always preach it's a mindset you gotta have. Your mind has to be tough for you to get through. So we're learning a lot, just from the transition alone.
Noah, Coach Crean during the football game last night was tweeting that you better match the explosiveness of Tevin Coleman. When you see stuff like that, basically what does it mean to you, and just being called out publicly, just that of what expectations he has for you?
It's a great thing that he has high expectations for me. I want him to set a high bar for me. I want to set a high bar for myself and just keep pushing and keep working hard, and hopefully the sky's the limit and I can just take my game to new levels.
For all three of you, what has been the most surprising part of just making this transition from high school to college?
Can you repeat the question again?
What has been the biggest surprise, basically, just the transition from going from high school to college?
The biggest surprise, the weightlifting, it's more intense than in high school. Like in high school, I really didn't lift. At the end of my senior season, I was 215. I came up here, started lifting pretty heavy and intense with Coach Jackson, and now I'm up to 235, 240. So that was the biggest surprise.
Yeah, I would just say the intensity level. You're still doing like the same drills, just the same drills. Everything is the same as a high school, but it's just the intensity level. It picks up, and when you pick your intensity level up, you actually get better as a player. So I think the intensity level is, the biggest surprise.
I agree with the intensity level, and it's also the transition between drills and workouts and what lift you're doing or whatever it seems to be, because in high school you kind of got a little break and you take a little rest, but in college it's on the next thing because it's all timed and it's all we have this to do, and it's all a higher level in a shorter time span. So it's a lot different. It's a lot quicker.
Collin, on both Noah and Stan, what's maybe one thing you know about them now that you didn't know coming into IU, and also what has impressed you most about both of those guys?
I can make a combination of those. Their work ethics are crazy good. In the gym all the time, going extremely hard when we're in the weight room, and they're just really trying to get to that next level, and it's evident when they play, and their results and their numbers and weights and stuff like that.
I guess just to ask them the same question, but how much do you guys think maybe youth will be part of the identity of this team this year, because 10 or 13 scholarship guys are freshmen or sophomores?
I think, youth is definitely going to play a big part because there's just so many young guys on the team. But we're all willing to learn. You don't have any freshmen or sophomores that's here like Yogi or someone like that. You don't have a Yogi saying, well, I started last year, I played tremendous minutes, and nobody's going to tell me what to do. it's an all around thing. You know, everyone listens to everybody. If Troy was to tell, you know, Will Sheehy something on his game, like something he should change, you know, Will Sheehy would take it in consideration and change it, you know, or, you know, just talk to him and discuss things about that. And I think that's what's special about our team is because we all listen to one another. It's not, oh, I'm older or I've been here longer, you know. So I think that's what's going to make it special this year.
Do you guys feel any pressure at all to, considering what the team did last year, the heights that they were at last year, to come in and try to keep this program certainly somewhere approaching that level? You know, just as your first year comes in, you're going through a lot. Do you feel that pressure to make sure that the program doesn't take a big dip?
Hopefully we're just going to keep working hard and just keep pushing every day, and hopefully we get some good results. We're just going to keep trying to push each other every day and just keep getting better.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's any pressure because Coach Crean teaching us the same thing he taught them last year. So, you know, whatever he's teaching them last year, we're learning this year. So, I mean, I think if we keep doing what they did, then it has to be some type of repeated result.
Just I don't really feel any pressure. I mean, just come in every day with the same mindset, ready to work, because it's going to be expected of you. And I think that we have the talent and the good players, and we're all good guys. So I think that we come together as a unit, and we'll be perfectly fine. I'm not really worried about that aspect of pressure.
Does it help you guys that one of the leaders of the team, and Yogi, is a guy who's just a sophomore who this time last year is going through the same exact thing that you are, and maybe can relate a little bit better than somebody who's been here a couple of years?
I mean, yeah, he just went through freshman year not too long ago, just like we were. So he knows exactly what we're going through and kind of exactly what we're feeling through our bodies and how sore we are. Or, I don't know how tired we are or whatever, and he just gives us little hints here and there and little pieces of advice just to get us through the day or just to motivate us a little bit.
Stan, when we talked to the coaches about the freshman class, they said that you know, they really like your motor, but they don't always know what direction it's going, or you're not always sure what direction, you know, or what you're trying to accomplish, I guess. What's that transition been like, you know, maintaining the energy and kind of figuring out where to focus it and, you know, what you're sort of supposed to do from play to play?
Well, it's kind of hard, you know, but I'm still working on it. I've been doing a great job at it, I think, so far, you know, just keeping my team motivated, keeping us enthusiastic in the workouts. You know, some days you have your days when you come in and you just can't do anything right, and then you bring your motor down, and then when you bring your motor down, you're bringing other people's motors down. And I think just because I'm kind of like the talkative one out of everybody on the team, that, you know, some people, they do look up to me. Well, not look up to me, but, you know, look at me as like, if Stan, you know, we need Stan to talk, you know, if Stan keeps us going, Stan can do this. But, I mean, it's just not only me. It's also the whole team that can do it. So that's the good part about it. When I don't have it, I have my team behind me who can do it.
Noah, I know coaches have talked a lot about your work ethic. Have you always had that? Is that just maybe motivation from seeing what somebody like Victor has done? But where did that come from, and then how much extra time are you putting in?
I think I've had a pretty good work ethic since like the 8th grade. I just always wanted to keep getting better, and just put myself up to a high level. And just in high school, I was the top 10 player in the country, and I just kept working hard, trying to outwork people to get up to where I was at. And now that I'm here at Indiana, I'm still just going to continue with the same work ethic. Guys like Victor and Cody, they were always in the gym just getting better, and now that just motivates me even more just to keep getting better, and hopefully I could be at where they're at one day.
I mean, I wonder, was there like some record where somebody says, okay, Victor was in like 2 extra hours on Monday, so you're going to do 2 hours and 15 minutes or something? Is it that detailed? You keep
No.
records.
No, I just want to just keep working on my game and just keep getting better.
No, I think you've been asked, but, I mean, 25 pounds in the span of, 3 months? How? I mean, What did you eat? How much did you lift? I mean, how do you do that and have it be good weight in that sort of short of a window?
Coach Jackson, he just knows how to get your body right. We have training tables. They have breakfast, dinner, and lunch. So we're just eating well. I think that played a lot, just getting a lot of meals and working hard and drinking protein a couple times a day.
I guess just kind of an extension on that for all three of you. I mean, how much do each of the three feel like physically you've changed in terms of maybe what you're capable of now that you weren't a year ago at this time or 6 months ago at this time? And has it required any adjustment for you in terms of like maybe you're stronger than you expect you used to be when you go up for a shot or something like that?
Yeah, I definitely, feel the improvement. Sometimes I probably just touch my arms just to see how bigger I got. Sometimes I just take if you ask Coach Jackson right now, I'll walk around with my shirt off all the time now just because, I feel like I'm that much bigger. And he always tells me to put my shirt back on because I still got a bird chest. But, I definitely notice it, though, on the court because I'm starting to use my body a little bit more when finishing layups, attacking the rim, and it's just been helping me improve my game.
Yeah, I definitely noticed playing in the post against big guys like Hunter, he's real strong. When Cody Zeller came up here in the summer when we played against him, he was real strong. It was tough playing against him. I just noticed I could finish a lot better through guys. I noticed that when I was at the LeBron James camp in the summer for the college players in the Amari Stoudemire camp. A lot of the guys I played high school basketball with in camps and things like that, they're like, yeah, you got a lot bigger, a lot stronger, this and that, you're playing a lot better. And I just feel continue to keep getting better.
Yeah, just being able to guard bigger guys and being able to hold my ground in the post if I get switched on to a bigger guy or being able to box bigger guys out and just hold my ground better. Just all the weight training stuff a little bit, like Stan said, walking around with your shirt off and whatnot. But, it definitely feels better. You feel stronger and you feel more capable of doing things, and it's a confidence thing too.
I know you, Collin, just for you, I know you talked kind of toward the end of high school, too, about just getting stronger to be able to defend multiple positions, maybe be able to defend inside. How has that kind of grown for you now that you have gotten into a college weight program and maybe come up against guys like Noah or even Cody and, some of the older guys here?
Yeah, it definitely has helped me. I think I put on 15 pounds since I've been here, and it's definitely an advantage. I lost fat and gained muscle, and being able to stay low and really actually have a chance against some of these huge guys like Noah and Hunter and all of them. But, yeah, it's really helped me being able to guard multiple positions. And the weight training has also made me quicker so I can switch out onto a quicker point guard or whatever, and try my luck there too.
This was asked to the previous group. What was the time like when Will and Yogi were off in the World University Games team with leadership and other team dynamics? How did that change?
I think we handled it pretty well. We have a group of guys that still want to work hard. We don't need necessarily leadership of older guys. We've been through a couple weeks of it before they left, and we knew what was expected of us, and we all want to get better. So we still pushed ourselves while they were gone, and tried to hold up all the work ethic and everything while they were gone, and because we still have a goal. Everybody has the same goal and has to get better every day, and even though they weren't there, we were still making ourselves better.